Oh, another swing and a miss. That's what we saw in game one. This time, no edge. 6 runs from the first over. Now we've got Dave Hussey mic'd up at first slip. What's the plan, Huss? Is early wickets the key here?
Yeah, pretty much. Take 6 wickets in the first 6 overs for about 15 runs, and then bowl the last 4 out in the next 4 overs.
You run that plan by the bowlers, 6 wickets in 6 overs?
I spoke to Clint. Brett's still a bit big time for me, so I just keep talking to the younger boys like Clint McKay.
It'll be good to watch. We can see 6 wickets in 6 overs. Here's Mackay. Oh, we nearly got a catch there, Dave. Yeah, you better stay loose.
I like fielding in the slips. It's you're always in the game. You feel like you can take a grab or two. So I'm not quite as safe as Mark Taylor, but yeah, I like fielding back here.
It's going to take some catching too, Huss, if Brett Lee gets one through to you.
Yeah, he's bowling quite slippery tonight. Looked up on the score. I think it was just over 150 clicks. So hopefully next over, I reckon you might get 155, 156, and that'd be brilliant.
Well, you caught Sehwag in the first game there at first slip, mate, and you looked comfortable taking it.
Yeah, not too bad. I saw it all the way, which is a bit of a bonus, and you're always in the game with Sehwag.
Oh, and he backs away. Gambier slashes away. Extra slip's been added. Aaron Finch, your teammates moved in next year. How come he gets first slip and you have to move out?
Finch is 1.5 or 1 and 1.5 slip on, and we're 2. So they're giving me grief about Aaron's body shape, so I've got to tone it down.
Mate, he might just bash you in a minute.
Can I take an opportunity to apologise to Mr. and Mrs. Finch for running their son out? Drove all the way up from Colac to watch him bat. Sorry, Mr. and Mrs. Finch.
Well,
hold.
Well, Huss, we've noted the apology. I'm not sure if it's been accepted or not. I'm not sure it's been accepted by Aaron either, just looking at his face next to you.
Yeah, we're okay. We're pretty good. We're strong down the Vicks.
Here's that run out again. It was a good call, Huss. It was a real good call, mate.
Yeah, it wasn't a great call, was it? Probably, I think we should have raised that part of tonight's entertainment and watch the next 6 wickets fall very quickly.
No, 12 more replays will be done with that.
Very good.
Good over this.
Very good over. Come on, Clint, finish it
4
off
dot
here.
ball so far. Down the leg side, that may be a wide. And it is a wide.
Good take with Matthew Wade. He's had to cover good ground and do it cleanly.
No problem at all.
Oh, Dickie Sheds has guided it down there. It's 4. Yeah, it was certainly a controlled shot. I'm not sure it was right out of the middle.
How many runs have we seen come in this area tonight? The straight boundaries are the short boundaries, and that is just helping yourself to them. 2 slips, Brett Lee wide to try and protect that huge area. Backward a point.
When they got him fishing in the test match, he didn't get away with it. Not only do you get away with it in short form cricket, you get runs and full value. 4 runs for that feeble little push well outside off. Clint Mackay's done nothing wrong. He's gone for 4.
Oh, it's good over that. It's the boundary and the wide in it. None for 11. Oh, leg side trouble. 4. Can't bowl there.
It's twice. Once on the thigh pad of Gautam Gambhir. This one's full on the leg stump of Sehwag. Not ideal.
Not where you want to be anyway, especially when you've got no protection and it's a T20 international.
Do you reckon that first ball's key? Well, we talked a lot about the last ball. That's now enormous pressure on Brett Lee. First ball for 4. Now the batsman knows if he can get a couple of singles, maybe a 2, or maybe even another boundary later in the over. It's going to be a big one. A lot of pressure now on Brett Lee to get the rest of this over right. There's a great perspective from our Vodafone spider cam. Look at that, right behind the keeper. See if there's any swing. Worked it away on the onside. Settle for one. It's probably a bit short, that delivery, to get the ball to swing.
Puts shudders into an old batsman, though. Looking at a bloke at 150 comes steaming in. And Sehwag not as good a runner between wickets as some of his teammates, so the Australian fielders will be aware of that, and they may even give him a bit more latitude than they would the others.
This is good stuff from the Indians. No panic at the moment. They've got already hit a boundary per over so far. That's all they need to do. Boundary per over, and just pick up singles up with the other deliveries. Current run rate 6.4 is right on the money at the moment. Slow ball for Brett Lee. Nicely weighted on by Sehwag, just a single.
Good start. Good start. There, no real risks being taken. No really stupid shots or anything that's not on. They're just waiting for the one to come, and they're playing it well. They're striking at the rate that they require. So it's a nerve-wracking start for Australia.
Really good finish from Brett Lee. In the end, he just went for 7. It's none for 18. There's a chance. Can he hit? No, he can't. Good run in the end.
And that's what Australia need. Every run India tries to pinch needs to be pressure-packed.
Now with this crowd, it's fantastic. I reckon it's 50-50. I reckon they're half the crowd are Indians. You can see the amount of blue in there. I believe there's about 62,000 here. Great response to these two T20 matches. 59,500 ANZ on Wednesday. In excess of 60 here today. Brilliant. Might look for 2 here. Settle for 1. And nice to see a lot of the crowd come back for that game on Sunday. I think we're in for a really good series now. This Indian side really seem to have picked up their play. Bear in mind they're also the World Cup holders in one-day cricket. And Sri Lanka, who were the 3rd side in the Tri-Series, were the losing finalist in that competition in the subcontinent last year. So we've got 3 quality one-day sides playing in that competition. Promises to be a beauty now that it looks to me like India have lifted their game. Oh, that's a lovely shot. That's a quality stroke. I reckon that's out of the middle, and he's put it through about 3rd slip.
He's made a double century in a one-day not too long ago. Virender Sehwag, he is elite at the short form of the game, and this is beautiful batting. He's worked out very quickly that the shortest boundaries are behind him and in front of him. Look at that.
Of course, third man is trying to protect for the full-blooded cut shot. So he's gone a touch squarer down the top left of screen. And Sehwag fools him with something fine. Now they're moving. They've got to keep bowling tight where they did there and then try to protect fine.
Tucks away on the onside. That's where it's difficult to bowl to Sehwag, because if you want to bowl at him, Because if you give him any width, he'll thrash you through point. And as we saw with that last boundary, he also has the subtlety to just drop the hands on it and run it down through third or fourth slip for a boundary as well. So then you bowl straight and he works on the onside. That's a quality cricket shot, that.
And then the next ball, not that much straighter, probably off stump. He jumps and flicks it the other side of the pitch.
Well, I'm not sure what's going on there. It looked like Sehwag wasn't ready in it. He's at the non-striker's end.
I reckon what he was saying is that David Hussey had moved from second slip to like a floating third and a half, and he didn't think that Gautam Gambhir had seen it. So you watch here, he sees him go around. He doesn't think that the batsman's seen it, so he jumps in.
Actually, you did right, James. That was well done. Because if he runs one straight to the fieldsman, particularly if it's in the air, he won't be too happy.
History tells us, Heels, in this T20 game that one partnership will generally do it for you. You may as well make it the opening one.
Yep, and they're about halfway. If they can get this to double what it is at the moment, 50, gee, that gives a lot of confidence to the batting lineup to come. Kohli, Raina, Sharma, Dhoni, Jadeja. Still plenty to do. Ravi Ashwin after that. They'll start to think, well, we can do the rest. So George Bailey needs a wicket.
Also tucked away. He's looking for two, Gambhir. Not to Brad Hogg, no way. Threw it across the turf. Run for 26.
Gambhir facing Doherty around the wicket, slip in place. Almost behind the wicket-keeper, the slip. So the first variety about to see how it goes, Slats.
Yes, Heels. It's going to be an interesting 5 overs because there are no wickets for the Aussies. They've got to break the back somehow, get a couple of quick ones, 2 or 3, to slow things. Kohli, Raina, Sharma to come, the youngsters. But at the moment, India in a pretty good position. You recall the run chase 2 nights ago. They ended up being 31 runs short, but they still had wickets in the bank. So they can't make the same mistake, India, tonight. They've got to keep up with the pace. You keep an eye out for the required run rate. It's just under 7 runs and over now. Once it drifts to above 10, there's more pressure, obviously. But India travelling nicely at the moment. No wicket for 30.
All right, Sehwag against the spin of Doherty. Out he comes. Whoa, that's gone high. It's plenty long enough as well.
So big. Sehwag at his best. We haven't seen the quality of Sehwag really this summer, but maybe tonight he's going to be instrumental in India turning things around, getting a win on the board. Their supporters want to see it, and they want to do it.
It's gone a long way up, hasn't it? That is right up on the concourse level. That's huge. Here's another one. Flick to the leg side, finds the gap. At least 2. They're pushing for 3, but Gambhir won't make it. The fielder slips. 3's possible.
The flow with India. Sehwag just starting to launch a little bit. 22 from 13. Exceptional player. And can just out of the box play this incredible shot that intimidates the bowling, intimidates the fielding side. He'll give you a chance as well. We've seen that. You've got to take it.
Surely less explosion from Gambhir. Yes, but still very good. Turns the strike over to Sehwag. Hogg has a shy. The Australians are touch rattled here.
Well, I think those wickets towards the end of their innings, Australia, it took the wind out of the sails a little bit. It's a great shot. Vodafone's spider cam just giving you an insight into how much footwork is required to get down to a spinner.
Here it is again. He's over in front of off stump. The LB's on. Fired in as a Yorker. Good idea. Well done.
Yeah, he's changed the tempo. All of a sudden, the run rate required is down under 6.5. And 104 metres. Is that the record tonight? I think it is.
Yeah, I think so. So we saw that boundary is about the fence. A great grab too. The deflection was taken beautifully. But from the batting end, it's 20 metres of pitch, and then there's 70 metres of outfield, and then there's 10 metres or 15 metres of seats that that one cleared. 13 of the over, none for 42. Right, well, he's got Sehwag on strike, second ball.
And that graph, the worm, just an indication of what Sehwag can do. When he puts the pedal to the metal, all of a sudden it spikes big time above the required run rate. So he's the danger man, setting it up for the middle order. They're bound to lose a couple of wickets sooner rather than later, you would think. It's the nature of the game that they've got themselves with a foundation. I don't think Sehwag's finished just yet.
No, he's cagily looking around the field and cementing where the Australian fielders are in his brain. Where's he going to go? What's Holt got? Is it the wrong and first up? It is. Well bowled.
Well, that's the one. He gets a lot of wickets with the wrong and batsmen forever have not picked it. You've got to watch the hand closely. It comes out the back. That's how he gets that movement away from the right-hander. The batsmen, I suppose they don't face Chinaman too often, the left arm leggies. And they don't pick it up, they don't read it.
He pitched it well too. It wasn't an outside leg line that's hard to sweep. The top edge is very possible. A full toss! Gets Sehwag again. Can you believe it?
Well, there's the new tactic to Sehwag. Bowl in fullies. Don't make them bounce. He's struggling with them. To be honest, though, Holt was lucky because that was departing to the boundary again. But if you hit in the air and you hit it flat, there's a chance a fieldsman might be in the way. It was a sharp take. And I love his reaction. Australia get that breakthrough. They've been working hard for it. 1 for 43.
So now there's a huge ovation when the newest pin-up boy came to the crease, Virat Kohli. He's been very good in test matches. His technique has stood the test of a test series, and now Hogg's trying to bamboozle him with spin.
Yes, ball, mate.
Certainly a talent, immense talent, and I had a chat with him at the break and he's very upbeat. I think that the whole team were buoyed by the way they fielded. They got the run-outs, they were catching, but just the way this younger team was moving around. It's starting to gel, you sense.
Timing good. Brett Lee out there had a lot to do sideways. He had to cover 20 metres. That's allowed Kohli to get 2.
Good way to get off the mark. It was an excellent cut shot. It's an exciting machine, Kohli. He's got a very good all-round game. We saw in the test matches, the defence, but the ability to put on the pace. He scored 8 or 9 one-day international hundreds. That's where he really announced himself, and that's why he's become a pin-up boy in India. So T20 right up his alley. 87 from 79 balls remaining. Good equation for the Indians.
Half chances. Wrong and well played. Half run-outs now. A great catch. Slick stumping. The Australians have got to be ready for it all. 1 for 46. 7 overs gone. 20 runs on the board. 46 for the Indians. 1 down. The big wicket of Virender Sehwag. Xavier Doherty went for 13 of his last 6 balls. India needing 86 from 78. Doherty continues. Round the wicket. Kohli sits back on a cut shot. I think David Hussey's ready for us out there. Hussey, you got us? Huss, have you got us, mate? You're probably a bit close to the crowd.
Now I can hear you. All good.
Righto, how you feeling? 7 overs, 47 on the board. It's getting tight.
Yeah, we're 5 wickets down from my prediction, so plan B.
Righto, what is it? You to bowl, maybe?
I generally like when it's about 11 or 12 and over when I come on the bowl. But I'll tell you what, I'm very happy Sehwag's out. He tried to hit me for 6 sixes during the IPL. He got me for 4, so I'm pretty happy.
6 sixes.
He was just starting to get going as well, Huss.
It was a pretty good catch by Marshy, actually. I reckon if he missed it, would have taken his head clean off.
There's the new tactic, bowling fullies. He's struggling with them.
Yeah, Nathan Lyon in the test match, yeah.
Yes, yes, bowl!
Need a couple of dots here, gents. Get the run rate up to about probably 8.5 and over, and then there's a little bit of fireworks at the end, I reckon.
And wickets, Huss, is that crucial to you now?
Yeah, it is. Oh, I think dot balls actually contribute to the wickets falling, so we can get a couple of dots, which generally brings a big shot, and then we can get a couple of wickets. Wides don't help, though, do they?
Mate, tell me about the hog wrong'un. There's not many batsmen pick it.
Yeah, it's a very good googly. I'll tell you how I watch it.
Oh!
A lot of people don't watch the ball out of the hand, so you either watch the back of the hand, or if you can't watch that, try and watch the seam. Generally turns the other way to his conventional leg spinner, because his seam for his conventional leg spinner is pretty much perfect. So that's two ways to read his googly.
We're just showing it on screen now. Coming up and over the back of the hand. Brad Hogg, it's a quick thing. You need to be very aware. And not many batsmen find it comfortably. That's Clint Mackay accompanying that one. And keeping, oh, they've gone three. They've pushed hard and won.
And that's a different ball game, isn't it? The Indians pushing the running between the wickets. You don't often see that in the test matches. But this is the younger legs, I suppose. A big thank you to Dave Hussey for another chat. We'll get out there shortly again. But this is excellent intensity between the wickets.
Well, there's a classic too. That's a brilliant delivery, speared in it off, and somehow Virat Kohli has found a way to get a single. 1 for 54, 12 overs to go.
Vodafone Spidercam, very busy and getting in nice and close. It's footage that we've never seen before. I mean, getting out so close and down to pitch level, and then out it goes.
Righto, Brad Hogg walks on approach. Good wrong'un. Is it an edge or just buys? Whatever it is, it hurts. And it's 4 runs.
They all count. Doesn't matter how you bring up the boundaries. Edges, French cuts, and then the more powerful orthodox shots, they all work. You just keep ticking over. You see some interesting shots being played. That was an attempt just to push it a lot squarer than it went.
It's the most popular boundary area for the day, no question. The edge, past the wicketkeeper, past slips and beating third man. No one's really had any freedom to belt consistently down the ground or mid-wickets or over cover. It's all been tough and tight. Whether the wicket's holding up a little bit when the length is just short of a length, when the bowlers bang that in, they don't seem to be able to hit through the line today. Left-hander comes down, spoons it over cover so well.
Well, that's the shot that you were just saying we haven't seen a lot of. We certainly haven't seen it against the medium and fast bowling, but Gambier is a master at working into the gaps. He's not an out-and-out thrasher, is he? He hasn't got that top gear that we see from Sehwag or Kohli, but this is what he does very well, just manipulating the gap. It's what he tried at ANZ and just didn't get enough on it.
Half volleys are hittable. The length of the bowler is important. The Indian spinners were so good at not giving the Australians any. And the other thing was Australia were 4 down. They lose wickets, so they couldn't take many risks. There's such freedom now. 1 for 64, the Indians. Gambier knows if he goes on and makes 50, that's probably all he's got to make. Another 23, 25 runs. The team's in good shape.
There's the tip and run aspect to T20. You just find the gap, donk it in close, and away you go. You've got that instant response from your teammate. That's what went wrong with Dave Hussey, the couple of run-outs. There was the response from the partner, but there was hesitation as well. So Gambier now He'll be looking for another gap. They just want to keep it ticking over with that big shot. That's all that's required. A runner ball is what they need. And there's the run to finish the over. That's 9 gone. India still on top. Australia needing wickets. 1 for 66.
Been impressive to see the way that Gambia has controlled himself at the crease. He's obviously resolved to bat this through and let the others play around him.
Yeah, good sign for India, not just in this game, but for the rest of the summer. To see Gambia get some runs. He's a good player. We haven't seen the best of him so far this summer. A bit like Sehwag, but all of a sudden we're seeing the sort of player he can be. Kohli, we've seen some good stuff from. 100 in Adelaide, played really well there. So they're certainly in control of the game, and Australia need wickets. They need probably 3 or 4 of them very quickly.
Yeah, Gambia's appreciated that you don't have to go wham bang when you're chasing 130. You can actually get yourself in. There have been 20 scoring strokes, 16 of them singles in his innings, but he's allowed the scoreboard to tick over. He's allowed the strike to rotate, and at the moment at least you feel he's got Australia where he wants them. James Pattinson is with us. Need to find a spark, a bit of magic.
Yeah, they definitely do here. 1 for 73 and doing it easy, the Indians. I think David Hussey is our man with 2 for 4 the other night. I'm sure the Australians would love another 2 for 4 off David Hussey tonight.
That's a Gambia strength, little chips off the spinners, and he can come down and smack him out of the park too, but he's very good at getting inside out and just working the ball into spaces. He loves using his feet to spin.
Very orthodox player, actually, got him Gambia. He's run into trouble in Australia with the extra bounce. That seems to have worried him the most. This situation is right up his alley because he doesn't overplay his hand. He works the ball around nicely. And as Mark Nicholas just said, he chips the ball away. It's just been the bounce around about off stump that's worried him. There's another one of those little chips. Beautifully played. Lovely placement.
Yeah, knows exactly what he's doing, and the required rate's down to 6.2. It's 1 for 77. Here's Clint Mackay back into the attack. 2 overs for 13 when he bowled with the new ball. They're not coming. They thought about a second, and then Kohli even deciding no. I think he realises just how much control India have got here, and there's no reason to hand anything back to the Australians.
You're not down there with Merv Hughes. I'd take the bloke next to me now, James Pattinson. I'm not going to say the new Merv Hughes because I think I've been very unkind to you to say that, but I wouldn't mind taking this man down there. I think the old Bay 13 are going to love this guy next to us. I'm waiting to see some of your stretches. Can you get the crowd to do the stretches and that sort of stuff, James?
Yeah, I might have to practice those stretches, and I might have to go off and grow a mow and come back, run down there, practice some stretches. Might get the old Merv Hughes run up, go on the big angle next time.
And the back roll. I used to love to do the back roll. It was always good to see the crowd try and do the back roll as well.
It's pretty hard in those seats over there, the back roll. I wouldn't be telling too many people to get on their backs and start back rolling the seats, but what a great bowler Merv Hughes was, and it's someone that I've watched a fair bit of, and I'd put my game on a fair bit.
It's all right. Gambia knew, I think. While we got you here, mate, for people who weren't with us right at the start of the show, what's the plan? Are you going to make it for the Commonwealth Bank Series?
Yeah, I've been back in the nets this week bowling, and got 2 weeks of bowling in the nets, and then hopefully be back available for selection there, and that'll take me to probably halfway through the Commonwealth Bank Series, and then obviously off to the West Indies.
Well, what about a wicket falling here? That would really throw a cat amongst the pigeons.
I reckon he's got a charge. He's got to come